It was 21 years ago yesterday that the nation was stunned by acts of terror. The Twin Towers in New York City absolutely reduced to rubble. The Pentagon up in flames, and a fourth hijacked plane meant to target Washington, D.C. crashing in a Pennsylvania field after passengers fought back. Nearly 3,000 people killed. Valley News Team's Emily White shares one story of how one Fargo native served that day and another paid tribute to those who lost their lives.
September 11th, 2001.
And you can tell from the tone of the voice, the tone of the radio calls, and we were at war.
Disaster struck on American soil. Unsure of how many planes had been hijacked and how many sites had been targeted, former President George W. Bush ordered the Air National Guard to fly Combat Air Patrol, or CAP, over New York and Washington, D.C. One of those being the 119th Wing, known as the Happy Hooligans, whose base is located right here in Fargo. North Dakota Air National Guard Airman Thomas Lawrence was working as an F-16 crew chief during the attack. He was just starting his shift at the Alert Detachment, a 24/7 mission with aircraft standing by, ready to go at a moment's notice.
We talked on the phone for another minute or two, then the horn went off. I go running out to the barn. They're already open. Two of the other guys that were on shift handed me my headset. The pilot was already up getting in the cockpit. I helped him get strapped in, and we launched the aircraft out.
The F-16s launched that day were the first to confirm that the Pentagon had been hit. One of these aircraft still sits at the Air National Guard base in Fargo today. As Lawrence reflected on his own experiences from that day, other local heroes paid tribute to the lives that were lost, including West Fargo fireman Ben Herbst.
Right when I finished, there was one of the guys at the gym reached out to me. He said, "I was getting emotional just watching you do it."
Firemen dressed in their full uniform, gear included, and take on a Stairmaster, completing the equivalent of 110 flights of stairs.
It's definitely super emotional just thinking of the impact it had. I mean, there were not only firefighters, there were police officers, EMS personnel, all the employees in the tower and everything. So it's definitely extremely sad. And
Herbst was in the second grade during the attacks and watched the news on TV at school. Now he's able to participate in the challenge as an adult and firefighter with a deeper understanding of the tragedy. In Fargo, reporting, Emily White, Valley News Live.